You better dance all night. You're gonna make it right until we all fall down. We all fall down, 'cause it's you that I've been missing. You better dance all night. You're gonna make me right until we all fall down. We all fall down, 'cause it's you that I've been missing.
Visual arts are extremely important because it's the first thing your audience will see. Before there are written words or spoken dialogue, there's a visual medium being presented. In this sense, the visual has to grab and captivate your audience before anything else.
Sail away on a ball and chain and keep us from the roaring waves. Get her on the voided, but forever we'll be free. So sail away aboard a rig, the moon is full and so are we. 7 drunken pirates wear the 7 deadly sins.
Imagery is extremely important, and I don't view it as a negative or positive thing. More so, imagery is in a neutral ground where the more technology advances and evolves, so will imagery, and not only our means of acquiring it, but our means of executing it and using it in the entertainment industries.
I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
Certain images that come to mind that have been popping up frequently within the last 10 years are video game covers. Look at the covers for the first Halo, Gears of War, and Mass Effect games. Even their sequels all share very distinct qualities with each other, probably because most of them were published by Microsoft and they wanted to make sure these images were familiar. All of them feature the main characters looking directly into the face of your perspective while bigger things are happening behind them. It might sound vague, but if you look at these three and then look at most other game covers, you can see the obvious and striking similarities between the three. There are even big-name games today that follow this trend. With enough research, you can find tons because there are way too many to name here.
99 said Luftballons, licking, snarkin, flirgin, gleekin.
I feel like there are a lot of different images that come and go. There are classic images that have been used to represent various symbols and characters for the past 30 or so years, such as the man on the cover of a game or a comic book with his muscles flexed, fists on his waist. But the industry goes through certain trends. When something big releases and makes a lot of money, other companies tend to reuse the same style of image to mimic and hopefully draw in a big crowd based on the familiar representation of popular images.
J'ai changé grâce à toi, oui je l'avoue. Je n'oublie plus mes rendez-vous, je suis moins fou.
I have only recently become a comic book enthusiast, but my favorite style of visual art definitely comes from Cliff Chiang, who does most of the art for the new Wonder Woman comic series. Cliff Chiang's style incorporates lots of lush and beautiful colors into hard, dark edges and lines that create a very solid and hard but contradicting free flow art. I don't think I have ever given this question a lot of thought on my own end. I feel as if directly famous artwork has had no influence on my creative process, but if you take all of the art that I absorb from mediums of today's day and age, absolutely everything is worked from or inspired by something else. Indirectly, I'm inspired to keep the art of all of my future endeavors up to par with the art style and visual style of today's standards, and I can only hope that I do my best and hold myself to that very same standard to succeed.